Hello everyone. Today, we're exploring strange things happening right now around the world and witnessing 1 in a billion moments in nature. No effects, no AI. Every one of these is a real 1 in a billion moment in nature, caught on camera by someone who never expected it. A floating berg is a balanced scale. 2 climbers tipped it. Both swam back safe. In all of recorded history, wild orcas have never killed a human. It is not hunting. It just wants a closer look at the board. It surfaces slowly on purpose, 30 tons of good manners. A whirlpool does not suck you down like the movies. It pulls you in. The danger is the sideways current, and a paddle is the only answer to it. Tide meets an underwater ridge, and the ocean drills itself a well. In a city park lake, the water starts spinning. A drain has opened somewhere below. Baikal ice does not melt in place. Wind drives the broken field ashore, layer climbing over layer, like something crawling onto land. Villages in Mustang were placed where snow had never reached. Today, the mountain rechecked that math, and the math held. Mud does not need to be deep, it only needs to be moving. A city blizzard has its own danger. Wind funneled between buildings runs half again faster, turning every street into a wind tunnel. A whole line of cars stopped. One driver went, and made it this time. Brave or foolish? Type hero or fool? A 3-meter wingspan, and it can ride 100 kilometers without one flap. This island bleeds after every rain. Runoff washes iron oxide from its hills into the sea. Locals even season their food with this red soil. Two densities, 2 temperatures. Even the ocean has borders. Leave the giants for the ocean's smallest con. This cuttlefish is walking like a crab, because nobody bothers guarding against a crab. It swallows a jellyfish's venom, then wears it as its own weapon. That is not a pattern on her back. That is her entire brood. It is not hiding in a flower. It is the flower. Bees deliver themselves, and the flower eats its visitors. Veins, stem, browned edges. Evolution copied the homework down to the detail. Its claw grips 90 times harder than a human hand. It opens coconuts the way we open bottles. The entire show is a bluff. No venom, no real bite behind it. That hair is not for looks. Every strand is a hollow venom-tipped needle. The only mammal in scale armor, and one of the gentlest things in the forest. Now look up. This rain is made of birds. Each folded arrow hits the water at nearly 100 kilometers an hour. Prey plays the numbers game too. 1,000 jumps at once scramble every hunter's radar. Nobody's in charge. Each fish tracks only its 7 nearest neighbors, and 10,000 small calculations add up to one thinking body. This tornado is a defense wall. The diver just happens to be standing in its eye. The tusk is a tooth grown through the lip, with 10,000 nerve endings inside it. Every red dot is a life crawling out of the sea for the first time. That water is not boiling. Those are fins. That is not a tarp over this farm. It is starlings. A winter flock can run 1 million birds, and they pick farms because the cattle feed never runs out. A 250,000 never cross each season, yet 2 million return on schedule every year. Land's greatest migration is a 1 in a billion gamble on repeat. They are not resting. The tree is the menu. They travel in a chain, so the column reads as one snake, and birds do not peck snakes. A million legs, exactly one direction. Not moss, legs. And sometimes the many do not move at all. 1,000 bodies coiled into one silent mass, waiting for high water. A swarm is not always loud. Lightning takes the wettest path to ground, and a trunk is full of water. One bolt, and the tree becomes a steam cannon.
We better move away anyway, just in case.
The highest spot is the worst address in a thunderstorm. Every stone made several round trips inside the cloud, icing up each lap, until the storm could not hold the load and dropped the warehouse on one backyard.
Look at that. It's all the way in the sky,
Holy
man.
crap.
A tornado has no color. It wears whatever it is eating. This one is red because red clay just left somebody's field. The weakest rating on the scale still clears a garden by itself. Pilots see it before anyone. So, what is the weather outside your window right now? Tell me in the comments. At sea, the wind gets 1,000 kilometers of runway. Nothing slows it down. All that rain has to drain somewhere, and this bridge stood in the middle of somewhere.
Madre mía. Madre mía.
A sloped street is a riverbed waiting to be switched on.
Madre mía del amor.
The traffic bollards are now measuring the current. The mountain sends down the storm's final bill, and this town learned long ago to build just far enough to only have to watch. Breathe out. In an aquarium, this sea lion blows smoke rings, with lungs underwater purely for fun. Now truly slow down. A mouth the size of a doorway that could not swallow you. It filters life smaller than a grain of rice. Its slime coat is a passport. The anemone stings every fish but this one. The one out front deserves a name. What would you call it? A good shepherd reads the flock's health from the shape it draws on the field. Every knot is a proposal. The females grade the weaving. Wake back up. This pass was carved into a mountainside that never stopped moving, and today the mountain took its road back. This is exactly why they cut tunnels through mountains. Pane after pane stacking up. The shoreline is being retiled. This berg drifted 5,000 kilometers from Greenland to collapse in a front yard. Those bangs are air bubbles compressed 10,000 years ago. That white cloud runs over 100 kilometers an hour. In an avalanche, the danger is usually suffocation, not impact. They lit this gas crater in 1971, expecting a few weeks of flame. It has never gone out. 50 years, a well full of fire. Into the strange zone, and this is not an attack. The mother is her children's first willing meal. Science calls it matrophagy. One single web, tens of thousands of spiders. This species abandoned the solitary life of its entire family. This fish belongs to the eternal dark, thousands of meters down. Sightings near the surface count on one hand, 1 in a billion in the most literal sense.
It's like a sign of God.
From the dry side of the glass, a storm is just theater.
Oh my gosh.
It blooms once a decade and smells like regret, botany's loudest flower.
ต้นไม้ลอยได้ครับผมเห็นไหมครับแปลกดีครับผมจะลองดันดูนะครับผมยังไงครับไม่ล้มเลยครับผมจะไล่ให้ดูเห็นไหมครับ
Two surveyors, one collapsing giant. Calm here is always on loan. Hillsides hold by friction and roots. Soak both for a week and the mountain picks a new address. The spectators picked theirs first. The road inherits a rooftop of rock. Delivery, no signature required. A parked car becomes cargo. Mud has no brakes. Every flood you saw tonight ends up underground. And when 100-year rain meets 100-year pipes, Baltimore's curb line simply resigns. The sidewalk quit exactly one step ahead of him.
Whoa! Whoa!
An avalanche drill interrupted by the real thing, Snow slabs fail like glass, silent, sudden, all at once. Training day becomes the syllabus.
Crevices and glacier lake outbursts.
Under the lift line, skiers watch the mountain shrug. Iceland's newest land, poured fresh. Lava adds territory at walking pace. Dukono erupts with climbers on the rim. Flat on the slope, arms overhead, ash bursts, throw rock, and profile is everything. He played it by the book. Three floors fold like a lawn chair. Soaked footings did the math first. A crack visible from the sky, the ground writing its warning in cursive. Time for nature's oddballs. Ounce for ounce, a piranha's bite outclamps a shark. The river keeps a dentist on staff. A duck's bill, a beaver's tail, venomous heels and eggs. The platypus is evolution's 1 in a billion rough draft that somehow shipped. A twig that walks. Camouflage so good it fools other twigs. A wasp nest, handheld. Confidence is a full-time job. Necking, a ton of muscle swung from 6 feet of leverage. Gentlest-looking animal, heaviest punch.
Estaba conduciendo por una carretera cuando de repente una increíble.
And when the storm clocks out, the wind keeps a hobby, herding tumbleweeds down an empty road. The strongest winds carve the stillest cloud, a lens that hangs while everything else moves. The flood goes home carrying the hills with it. Every storm ends as a river. And in Inner Mongolia, the clouds opened around the sun and left this. Have you ever heard of this phenomenon before? Hail forms when a storm's updraft is strong enough to throw raindrops back up into the freezing layer, over and over, until they are too heavy to hold.
La combi con todos esos escombros está arrastrando.
And this is Mexico City in summer, buried under a meter of ice. If you know the meteorology behind this one, the comments would love to hear it. A roof is not held down by its weight. It is held down by a few dozen nails, and wind knows exactly how to count. Nobody was under that tent. That is the only reason we get to file this one under property damage. Be honest. What would you do if you turned this corner at night? Lightning does not need rain over your head. It can travel 10 miles sideways from a storm you cannot even see. Alor, Colorado. She was walking past that tree 1 second earlier. She was not injured. If you live in the United States, I would love to hear about the most memorable storm your state has ever been through. And sometimes the ground answers back. That bolt is traveling upward out of a wind turbine in Oregon. We end with the huge and the silent. This blue hole is a cave that lost its Ice Age roof, 6 meters at the rim, 120 in the middle. A living ribbon casting its own rainbow in the night sea. Tell us which moment made you rewind, and which swarm we should hunt next episode.